Yes.
Do you kind of have that feeling as well?
I agree. Yeah, I think like I said, we're always improving, and I think we improved a lot from the past games, in the run game standpoint.
You were up there in Buffalo last year. I mean, what's the atmosphere like? I mean, how is it a difficult place to play?
Yeah, man. I was telling Jalen, I was like, man, it's like so far being in the NFL, that was probably the loudest place that I played at. The fans there are very into the team. Obviously, they got a good fan base, and I would say like it's one of the loudest places I played so far.
I know there's different personnel this year from last year, but can you take
personnel?
Different personnel on both sides? Can you take a blueprint of that game almost into this year? Like, is it?
I mean, I think there's a lot of guys hurt on the team right now, injury. So I don't really know who's playing right now. But they obviously got good players. We got good players, so we're just gonna be a dogfight. So I mean, that's really the blueprint I can give.
Can you see him any different at all this week?
You said Kenny?
Yeah.
Just taking more of that role into being number one guy. So he embraces it as he should. He's not shying away from it, and that's what you want from your quarterback. But so far, that's all I can say.
Does that personality, does he seem any more locked in or any more focused than he
I mean, I think that, he, even when he wasn't, starting guy, he was always the same. He always took everything the same. Like I said, he's a very focused guy already. He's a very determined guy and a competitor. So, just him getting a starting job, it just, gets shown more, I guess, into light.
You give him any advice as a former first-round pick yourself as far as the pressure, the expectations that come with it?
I mean,
I know you don't like that word, but
yeah, but I mean, other than us supporting him, that's all I've been saying. Like, we're gonna support you as much as we can. That's all really I could say to him right now. But when he gets his game under his head, and he gets to watch film and grow from there, then I could say more about it. But just as of now, I'm just gonna say we got your back in whatever way that we can.
Najee, how does he lead? Is he a vocal guy? Is he by example guy? What have you noticed this time with him as a leader, like how he leads?
I mean, it's only been like a couple of days. Literally.
You've been around him in camp.
Yeah.
You've seen him. Like, is he a guy that talks a lot? Is he?
I mean, yeah, he's a vocal guy, But to answer that question, you got to give us a little more time.
What did you think about the half? What was that? What was it like
when he got in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. He's like he wasn't shy at all. He embraced it all. Like I said before, he embraced what it was. He came to me and said, man, I wish I didn't throw that last pick from Pat. I was like, man, it's all good, but we got to learn somehow. And sometimes the best way to learn is through mistakes. So I said, just shake it off and let's go next game. And that's what we're doing right now.
A lot can happen. There's not like your teammates on offense, a lot of them are older or anything like that. But you and Kenny and George are all young guys, first, second years.
Pat,
the triplets,
Dan.
Do you see it as being is there a sense of like we could be together for a decade here? We could be.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that too. That's for surely been the conversation because, like you said, we're really young. Kenny, Pat, even Jalen. You got Dan. We go on about everywhere. We're young, but us just staying low, staying down, keeping our head down, and just keep grinding through, keep learning, keep growing every day. I think that that it'll be some good to come out of it.
Najee, just more broadly, sitting here at 1-3 as one of the elected captains of this team, what kind of message are you trying to send? How are you trying to carry yourself?
Well, the message I'm always trying to send is let's not break apart. I said that to the media last week. I think that's the most important thing right now is we got to stay together. I said that last week because I really believe in that right now. When we keep, when it's tough times like this, people tend to just break apart. But we got to figure out how to stick together and come together as a team and just keep persevering and stacking bricks. So that's what I tell the team.
All right, thanks.
Feeling good.
Good to go Sunday, you think?
Yes, sir.
You limited at all by it, or is it just
what's limited? If I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
Cam, what did you learn about Josh Allen last year that you can apply to this year's matchup?
Obviously, he's a competitor and very headstrong guy. Very situational aware guy. A high motor leader of that team. Leader obviously in that offense. And just like I said, just situational awareness. Knows where to put guys, right position, put the ball in the right spot. Like I said, just got to do a great job of giving them different things to look at, applying pressure to them, and just causing some havoc. Causing some havoc around, and just pressure, just getting his eyes off the targets down the field, and then obviously making him make mistakes. They're not a team that makes a lot of mistakes, so or usually makes a lot of mistakes. So obviously we have to go force those and not wait for those opportunities.
How much do they move Diggs around in terms of getting him up with matchups?
Obviously, a lot. Just number one, number two in targets, catches in the league. Just finding ways to give him the ball. Explosive guys like that, you got to be able to move him around, and not just necessarily make him a stationary target. So he moves around a good bit.
And last year out there was Tre's first start. How much has he grown? How confident are you in his abilities?
Very confident in him. He's grown a lot. Not necessarily guys come in. We don't just say they're just rookie guys. Guys come in and they're put into just necessarily adverse situations, and you fight through it. You go through the ups and downs of it, and just a guy who's just been through that situation, been through a lot of ball, a lot of situation ball, a lot of big time ball with us so far, thus far, and it's only been continuing for him. It's not necessarily something he hasn't seen. Situation that he hasn't been in, and very, very communicative in the back end. So a guy who gets guys set up, guys moving around him as well. So it's credit to him, obviously understanding his role and position within the defense, and then just being able to make plays.
How much have Levi and Mitch been able to help you guys this week? Not they're veteran guys, and they were just in Buffalo last year, and they're on different sides of the ball,
just
too.
Respectfully, just how they can. They're not necessarily just. There's nothing necessarily to give us a full game plan or nothing like that. Obviously just maybe, like I said again, just some certain situational things. But outside of that, just putting in the film work. Being our best critic. Being their best critic as well. Just seeing, how can we capitalize on things we see out there on the field from them, and again, just being a hungry team. We all know the situation we're in. It's no different than any other week. Just going in the mindset of going whether it's home or away, going to get a win, and that's what it's all about. Just really want to get a win.
Levi's a pretty chill guy, so he probably wouldn't say anything. But you notice him seeming any more motivated this week?
He's been pretty chill. Obviously, adrenaline and everything gets it rolling. Inside that stadium. Obviously, like I said, Buffalo's a great atmosphere, great fan base, obviously great team, all that situational type stuff. And it's football, man. You just love it. High energy. So I'm sure those emotions all come out definitely, for him as well as the rest of the guys. And, just being ready to go.